We're live.
Number checks. We're good?
We're good.
Ready to start?
Ready to start.
Let's go.
All right. All right. Hi, everybody out there. Welcome to another segment of GNN, Grievance News Nerds. Today is the 14th of July. Again, my name is Mr. Puddles, and with me we have Nymera, Vicious, and Naonia. Let's jump right into it with Nymera with organizational announcements.
So later on this evening, in about an hour from now at 7 Central Time, 8 Eastern Time, will be the Grievance July Council meeting. It is an open council meeting, so you can tune in TeamSpeak channel. And I guess for that's pretty much all we have right now. It's been a bit of a slower week. So now we're just going to talk about COG developments.
I'll take that. Not a problem. COG, we are steamrolling ahead. We are obviously doing all these video casts. We've got Wildstar Wednesday, we've got next Friday, we've got every Sunday, we've got Gamer Girls, we've got charity events, we've got so much going on. Our team is pretty full right now. We've got everything we need, so we're doing awesome. There's one thing I want to highlight, though. We are, as a team, going to start putting out our own persona. We've had Pokepillow sketch a few of our little characters in a chibi form, and we pass that on to Barryothian, who has turned it into a computer graphic and colorized and shaded it. So I'll give you an example and pop up my little graphic. There we go. That's my Neonia. Obviously, she has no idea what color wig she wants to wear because I'm always going to wear a wig, so that's mine. Now, everybody is going to have their own style. We're all going to have our own Twitter feed, but sadly mine has been revoked. We are working on it. I don't understand why. Obviously, they did not like my wig, so yeah, you know. So this is where we're going with this. We're all going to make our own persona. We're going to put it out there. Everybody's going to know us. If somebody can't come to a stream, we can pop in their little avatar. We're really pushing to get our name out there. So if you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, make sure you find us, make sure you follow us, like us, retweet us, share us. Just help us get to where we're trying to go. Big things to come. So we would really appreciate the help with social networking. But really, that's all I have to say about COG. So guilds, embassies, entities, Vicious, go for it.
Yeah, we had a little bit of news. I just wanted to touch on, I love what you guys do with your hair. It's awesome. It's a good touch. And the wig thing is... it's great. All right, guild, embassies, entity news. We had a little bit going on this week. And if you haven't seen the thread, we have the thread that if you guys have guild news, let us know. We want to highlight it and tell everyone about it. We have a couple of things. Our Star Wars Republic Guild killed 2 new bosses, raid bosses, in Scum and Villainy on hard mode last Monday. Or was that this Monday? I'm not sure which Monday it was, but they downed them. Awesome job, guys. Anytime you're doing thing on hard mode and you beat it, it's pretty cool. So, great job.
Congratulations.
Good job, guys.
Nice.
In our Neverwinter Guild, our recruiting officer, Lord Scythe, is letting us know that he is starting Tier 2 dungeon runs on Tuesday evenings. So if you want to get involved in that, get in touch with Lord Scythe. He will do his best to answer any questions and possibly get you in for those runs. So a lot of good activity things going on over there. If you're not aware, Gondelgrim opened. That content is now available. And I have notes here about 20-man PvE and PvP. That might have to be confirmed by someone. I didn't write the notes. I really don't know.
I wrote the notes.
Played.
Do you want me to interject?
Awesome.
I'm sorry. They're probably really bad
Perfect.
notes.
That's right.
What was explained to me was it's a 20-man PvP with some PvE, obviously. That's how I understood it. But whoever wins this PvP match, there's 2 dungeons, one better than the other. I'm assuming loot may be better. So whoever wins the PvP match gets to run the better dungeon. So obviously, Grievance would probably really love to win so they can get the better loot. So that's how I took it. So off to Guild Wars.
Perfect.
Vicious.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's Nymera. She has something about the Guild Wars 2
Well, it looks
guild and some
like
other things. So.
Yeah, like a big content patch. Bizarre the 4 wins. So it looks like a lot of exciting stuff. I know Guild Wars have been pushing, I think, for new content every 2 weeks. Right now, I know they've added a new minigame, Belcher's Bluff, Sanctum Sprint, Lessons from the Sky, and a lot of new rewards also for players and new items also in the Zen shop. For the PvP, they've added Skyhammer, new achievements and rewards associated to the achievements, and a lot of just improvements, including World versus World. I know that's a big part of the game. So a lot going on for Guild Wars.
And again, there's Drunken World versus World nights that Grievance does in the Guild Wars too.
Saturday night.
So now, I guess we should hop into WildStar. There's a lot going on about WildStar these days.
Oh my goodness, so much.
WildStar! Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Engage your ears.
Who needs a flower when you're talking about WildStar? Oh, hang on. Let me just say, awesome. Now I wonder if I could have red hair and purple ears in WildStar.
Yes, you can. I'm hoping so.
WildStar has some information coming out next Friday. We're hoping it's exciting. Puddles, what do you think?
Yeah, next Friday, according to what they say, is going to be the release of the last 2 races. Very, very important. Lots of people out there speculating. Obviously, we know it's going to be one on the Exile side, one on the Dominion side. So hopefully it's something cute and furry and cuddly and maybe something we all want to do. So very important that we all stay tuned into that news. And, of course, your friends here at GNN are going to have the breaking news as it happens next Friday.
Absolutely.
I want to say something about that video that they released, that last video that we got to watch with the exploding. Yes. That was so cool. That was fun. I watched that probably like 5 times and just...
You're playing Dominion, aren't you?
That's brilliant. I haven't decided.
You think it's funny to watch Rouse Dowers blow up? You're.
You know what? I got a little. Yeah, it was kind of fun to watch that, and the smirk on his face was pretty cool.
It was pretty epic. I'll admit it.
So.
But anyway, speaking of factions, speaking of Dominion and Exiles, we've got to start thinking about what we're going to lean towards. What faction do we want to choose? If you head to the forums, we've got introductory posts from Soul Guardian, our Exiles guild leader, and Cannon, our Dominion guild leader. So make sure you check those out and try to figure out, what you think you would feel more comfortable playing. Obviously, I think I've made my choice. And we've been very active on Twitter with WildStar. We've been interactive with some of their devs. We're just trying to get ourselves known. We've got a huge following for WildStar. Obviously, we could probably right now make 2 40-man groups. So if any WildStar devs are listening, we could really use a beta invite.
Because we're not excited or anything.
No.
Not at all.
So I better stop because I will take the next 45 minutes talking about WildStar.
So
somebody stop me.
So yeah, just in case people are interested, there is a FAQ that was made out there by Canon. So if you guys go out to the to our forums and go read that, it basically is a FAQ for the information that we know as a guild is out there. So if you have any questions about if, when, how often, anything, it's out there. So please, by all means, go out there. If you have any questions, feel free to post it there. Feel free to find anybody who happens to have bunny ears on and ask them any questions. So we'll be willing to help you as much as possible. So now we'll talk about EQ next and Vicious.
Yeah, guys, by all means, make sure you start thinking about what faction you want to be involved in, because we are going to have a guild in both factions. So make sure you're figuring that out, and that way when you're going to roll your character, you have an idea of what you want to do. So EQ next, another big game just around the corner, and we're all extremely excited about it. Again, we're going to have a massive presence there. We are in touch on Twitter with developers. We've had two of the developers talking and holding a conversation with us on Twitter. So they know our names, guys. And this is becoming more of a prevalent thing all the time, that Grievance is getting out there and our name's getting out there with developers and with gaming communities. It's only going to get bigger and better. So EQ Next, August, they're going to unveil the game at SOE Live, so stay tuned for that. We will probably watch that in TeamSpeak, I would imagine, when they do that. So, EQN fan site, if you haven't seen it lately, the forums are really, really picking up over there. There's a lot of people partaking on that. EQNfansite.com. If you have anything you want to talk about with EverQuest, or you just want to show your support to that endeavor, by all means, please stop by that site. Post a character introduction. They're always really fun to read, or what you did in EverQuest 1, any kind of story or something like that. It'd be really cool to read.
Avicious, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you brought up the fan site, and since we went over WildStar already, I just wanted to make a point before we kept going that we have a WildStar connection. There's a WildStar fan site, wildstarnexus.com. If you guys could go out there, register for the forums, interact a little bit. It's brand new. Like, this week went live. Amazing website. That's wildstarnexus.com. Sorry, Avicious.
Yeah. That's okay. No, to put a recap on that, as far as external websites outside of grievancegaming.org, to have a little bit of a recap, we have done some things recently. A lot of people put a lot of work into these sites, and they're really exciting. So wildstarnexus.com, was there a hyphen in that or not?
No.
No hyphen. EQNfansite.com, no hyphen. Grievance, or gggirls.net, which Neonia's and Naimira are going to touch on later. That's another external site. But we will get to that. We're not quite there yet. And as far as EQ Next, that's pretty much all we have from this perspective. Again, we're waiting for more news. If you haven't seen the wallpaper they made on EverQuestNext.com, it's really cool looking. So get your hands on that. That's really cool. And beyond that, we have even more games we're getting involved in, and Naimira is going to touch on those. So,
there's a lot of games that are going to be coming out on the horizon. We don't know much yet about them. As you mentioned last week, Elder Scrolls Online will be looking like 2014 with the PS4. ArcAge, Sandbox MMO, really highly anticipated game, but we're not sure when that's coming out yet. There's a large following in Grievance, so definitely. As well as Star Citizen. Star Citizen is until November 2014, but keep an eye out for that. We do have a section in the forums. And just as a reminder, with games such as WildStar, where they do have an NDA, we do ask that you respect this in the forums, just to be sure that you're not posting anything that isn't officially released by Carbine. Just to be on the safe side, we are trying to, hopefully, fingers crossed, get into beta. We want to respect Carbine in everything we do. Moving forward, I guess we're going into Firefall.
Yeah, to touch on the NDA thing, it's one of those things that we do have to consider as we move on into more games and we get involved in more betas, because it's only a matter of time before Grievance is heavily involved in a lot of betas. So something we want to do to protect the integrity of the guild is make sure when we're involved in betas to understand where our NDA is at, and that we make sure that we protect the integrity of Grievance. So thank you guys for hearing us out on that. Very important as we move forward. Some developments in beta and also in Grievance. Firefall has been confirmed. We are having an embassy for that. That was confirmed. And Firefall is also going into open beta. So stay tuned for more details. Fox, I'm sure, will have more details about Firefall, the guild, and the embassy as far as those things go. Eve. I know a lot of people out there have played Eve. Eve, we're not pushing. That embassy is kind of going through another active phase, for lack of a better term. So we're reinventing that embassy, kind of. I don't really know how to say it. But we are doing that again. So Eve is opening, accepting invites again. Dar, that's the person you want to get in contact with. He will be, I guess, the go-to person and doing invites for that game. So if you want to get involved in Eve, we've had that open for a long time. We've had activity, go up and down in there, but the activity's picking up, and we wanted to make that available to everybody again. So if you enjoy Eve, get involved in that. ArcAge, Naimira just briefly touched on that. They're still doing beta registration, from what I understand, on arcagegame.com. I forget what it is. Google it. I don't remember the .com address. But Tryon has taken that game over for the English version. So if you haven't registered for that beta, I recommend doing it. It's going to be a good game. And some other games that I personally don't follow as closely, but Nymira does. Can you take that away, Nymira?
Well, I mean, looking at Final Fantasy XIV, we're just wrapping up Phase 3. As far as we know, there aren't any more tests in this phase, so there's probably going to be a downtime of a couple weeks according to the roadmap. And moving into Phase 4, Open Beta, they're going to be wiping all the Phase 3. And Open Beta characters will be capped, I believe, at level 35, is it? I'm not sure if anyone
Yes, 35.
can confirm.
Yeah, that's what it
35? Okay. So moving in, just so I guess they don't want everyone to be level 50 once the game is fully launched August 27th. So the guild is very, very active in Final Fantasy. Another one, Dragon's Prophet. We've leveled up in Dragon's Prophet. We're level 8. Good job, guys.
Yay.
Awesome job.
So Dragon's Prophet EU, Europe, they've actually had their latest content patch, the biggest patch that they've had. They're still in open beta, though. No news from SOE about when we're getting it, although there was talk from some of the community moderators that it could be by the end of this week, hopefully Friday. So there's more information at dragonprophetthegame.com. A lot of big changes. And, I mean, I've heard there's a lot of stuff going on in Rift.
Yes. Oh, yes. Rift is. Rift is. It's taken off. The guild is up. It's thriving. It's growing. They're actually starting to work towards raids. That's pretty impressive. I've seen a couple posts on the forums actually where people are saying, "Hey, let's get a raid together and let's go down some stuff." So, very, very exciting for the Rift guys. Stay tuned for the council meeting later tonight for decisions on Rift becoming a guild. Good luck to them. More information, the Elder Scrolls Online, they're currently in closed beta, but you can still register. I've noticed that they've had a lot more invites actually over the past week, so if you feel like you may have missed the boat on you getting into beta, they're still accepting applications and people are still getting in, so feel free to go ahead and apply there. WildStar, again, that is closed beta. Make sure that people who have not registered, make sure that you register and you register with Grievance. So when they start letting guilds and stuff in and they want to do 40-man grade testing and all that stuff, that your name's associated with Grievance and maybe we can all get in.
Please.
If the devs are listening. So
I'll make them
that's
cookies.
that. Yes,
Actually, one other game I forgot about, Mr. Puddles, the Repopulation. If you've been following that game, they have been sending out alpha invites. And I don't know who that's going to. They did have a Kickstarter fund for that. We're not sure who that's going to, but they have been announcing they've been sending out alpha invites. So just an FYI.
Awesome. That's good news. So going next to websites and other with Nymira.
Well, once again, big thank you to everyone who's been donating. Donations are still accepted. It takes care of all the back-end stuff. The website, there's a lot of costs that aren't quite as obvious. And TeamSpeak server as well. All of this is really necessary to keep things going and keep us going on these large projects. It's a pretty fun time. So big thank you to everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome.
And the donate, actually, I don't know if someone can link it, but it's on the Grievance page. There's a tab at the top.
PayPal.
Oh. Now, I don't know what you guys want to go into about WildStar? Talk about our vodcast?
Yeah, so hey, just to give everybody another heads up, we will be continuing to do WildStar Wednesdays. So every Wednesday we will be doing a video cast that will basically go over what was given to us on their WildStar Wednesday news. So be prepared for those. Hopefully there will be no more goats harmed in the making of these films. Also, Friday, very big Friday for the big announcement at Comic-Con. Stay tuned to GNN for your... We will be here. We will be ready. We will have ears and anything else we need to give you that information. As always, stay tuned next week to GNN, 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST for brand new video casts. We do this weekly, everybody, so we will be here. And stay tuned for the July council meeting, 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST. It is in the Grievance Open council meeting in TeamSpeak. So if you guys want to attend that, go into TeamSpeak and go into that channel.
And that's tonight.
That is tonight. So if anybody else have anything else to add to this?
I want to talk about the Gamer Girls. Really?
All right.
Oh, that's right.
So
Do it. That was fun.
really, so yeah. So yesterday we had 10 girls in Terra, and we romped around and got killed by BAMs. We had a great time.
And what are BAMs?
They are monsters. Yeah, they are.
Really big monsters,
Really
which
big
we
ones.
can't say.
Really big butt monsters. So, they were 6 levels above us, but we had 10 girls, so we whooped their butt. Sure, we died once in a while,
did.
but what we're looking for, I have put a post on the forums. It's more of a survey. We're trying to brainstorm what game we want to stream next. It's got to be a free-to-play game, so if the ladies could please check the forums for that post, pick a game that you're interested in, and also we need to know if Saturday afternoon or Sunday evening seems better for you guys, so we can kind of brainstorm and come up with a concrete schedule that we'll do every week. Of course, we're going to rotate games, but that's what we'll be doing. Nymeria, do you have anything else to say about the Gamer Girls?
No, I mean, pretty excited about the next one. So, other than that, just visit the website, ggirls.net. And hopefully Naomi gets hers, her account unsuspended.
I have something to say about that. And I can't partake, obviously. But if you guys haven't seen this stream, they've done 2 of them. You have to see it. It's so good, and I wasn't anticipating just how engaging this would be. We have a really good time watching this, and a lot of people watch. A lot of girls partake in this, and it is really, really entertaining. So if you haven't checked it out, stay tuned. Follow the forums and listen for the next time, because it's a really, really fun experience.
And register for our forums at ggirls.net. We have a forum there. It's in its infancy. Obviously, we just launched it, but register, interact. Let's have some fun, ladies. Come on. Tell your lady friends, guys, that we have our own little girly group that they can join and game with us. And, oh my gosh, I forgot. Liette has made us a gamer girl icon for the forums. If you want your very own pink gamer girl icon for the forums, obviously you have to be a lady. I mean, if you're not, you might just have to get up with...
Oh, man.
You have to get up with Steelheart and get it approved. I'm sorry. But, get up with me and I'll let Liette know, and we can change that icon. But there might be a few things you would have to do before that. We haven't quite decided, so it's not going to be an instant change. We might have a bit of a challenge for you. So that's all I have. Puddles. You want to take us out?
No, yeah, I'll take us out. Just every time I hear the Gamer Girls, just puts a smile on my face. So you guys are awesome.
It is fun.
Yeah, guys, just remember. I mean, you can reach us anywhere on the forums, on Facebook, on Twitter. We're everywhere. I mean, come in, talk and speak. We're there. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and until next week, later, taters.
Mwah!
See you
See
later.
you guys.
Oh, I don't... See, now the stream is going still, and I'm going to wait to cut it off because I cut us off way early last time.
Like 10 seconds.
Like,
Yeah.
really, really early. So, we could talk more about WildStar.
And don't forget, 25 minutes, 35 minutes. I can't do math today. Council meeting. So stay tuned for that.
Please.
It's going to be fun.
Now we could just sit here, and I will cut it in whenever you guys tell me to cut it, because I don't know
just-
when.
You can
And just